What up, Wastelanders? Christopher here, Gaslands, NorCal. Thanks for joining once again for another conversion video. Now, over the past few years, I've been lucky enough to be featured in Diecast Heroes, which is a periodical that's produced out of London. I've been in their Planet Gaslands issue and also in their Sci-Fi Wild West issue. Now, the issue that's coming up this next quarter is Volkswagens and Porsches, and so I'm going to do my best to see if I can get into that one as well. So for that, I'm going to be taking this 71 Porsche 911 and converting it to Gaslands with the hopes that I'll be getting into that issue. I've got some cool ideas, going to be jacking it up, putting some weapons and stuff on there, just like I always do, but this time, hopefully we'll get in the magazine again to make it a three-peat. So stick around, we'll see if we can get this going, but first of all, we got to get this baby apart and get her into the stripper. Alright, so we're all stripped and primed. Now, I primed it in the white. I'm probably going to keep it this color because it's got some decals and stuff I'm going to stick on there. I really want them to pop. This will show up any kind of rust and chipping that I'm going to do. So yeah, we're going to keep it in the white and kind of go from there and see what comes of it. I've got this big engine that I'm planning on sticking in there, and to do that, I'm going to have to take off this back portion where the engine cover is to get that to fit in there, because obviously it's not going to fit like that. Got some really big exhaust I'm going to stick on there. Got a couple passengers. Well, I've got a driver I'm going to stick in, and then a gunner I'm going to put in there. I'm going to switch the sides for the drivers because this is going to be a British themed build. So got to take out the steering on this side. We're going to stick the driver in on the opposite side. Whoa, if you can stand there. Going to jack it up. Got these tires, they will probably work. I'm not sure if they're going to be tall enough for what I'm wanting. On the inside, I took out all the glass and everything. I'm going to have mesh on the inside of the windows in place of the glass. And got this big old ram for the front. Got some ideas for the back as well, for the engine and stuff, but we'll see where that goes. Haven't really figured out what I'm going to do with the weapons yet, but we'll get there. So first off, we're going to get this thing all grunged up after I cut off the back, and got to paint the base black because I don't want it to look blue. That'd just be silly. And then we'll start getting everything kind of painted up and put together and stuff. So yeah, let's get this cut off and then we'll grunge it up. So let's do it. Alright, so we have everything all painted up and ready to be assembled. Still need to do some grunge work on the body, so I'm going to go through and agrax that and wipe it off with the cosmetic sponge as normal. Start getting everything put back together before I do some more of the chipping, everything else. Probably not going to do a whole lot of rust on this, just some chipping and everything. And then get some cool decals going on, and then this thing will be good to go. But yeah, looking good so far, so let's get it all grungy. Alright, so we're all grunged up now. Everything's looking good, looking quite wastelandy. So let's get it all back together, and we'll see where we're at. We'll get the decal on there, do a little chipping, some dusting, and this thing will be ready to go. Looking really good, so let's get her back together. Alright, the decals and everything on there, all together, everything looking very cool. Loving how this is turning out. I've got the wheel wells all covered up and everything. Finally, we're going to do some chipping on here, just a little bit around some, the sharp edges and stuff, around the decals and stuff, just to give it a little more pop. And then add the final weapons, the final crew member, and do some of these spike pads on the bottom like so. Just give us like some side ram looking stuff, but yeah. Looking very cool, loving how this is coming together, so let's get it chipped up and we'll do the final touches. Looking good. Alright, and there we have it. 171 Porsche 911, all tricked out and customized for the Wastelands. Hoping this one will get me into another issue of Diecast Heroes for their Volkswagen and Porsche edition that's going to be coming up next quarter. So yeah, this is my entry, so hoping to make it a threefer. So if you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, do me a favor and hit that like button. My goal is to do weekly videos, whether they're vehicle builds, terrain builds, battle reports, whatever, so if that's for you, hit the sub button below and ring the bell to get notified when new content drops. I do sell all my builds pretty inexpensively on my Etsy page. If you want to pick something up, see what else I've done, you can request a custom build. If you'd really like to show some love, head on over to my Patreon page and get signed up. Every bit helps keep the paint flowing, the printer printing, and the camera rolling. Until next time, keep your foot on the gas and your finger on the trigger. Gaslands NorCal, signing out.
Vehicular.